Hello everybody, thanks for joining me for another tutorial from Melinda's Rubber Room. I'm Melinda Pierce and I'm independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for Stampin' Up! And I'm here today to show you how to put together the 3 cards that I put together for the card kit in the mail for the month of May. So if you registered for the card kits in the mail for May, you should have received them by now. And hopefully this tutorial will help you to put together the cards that I sent you. So I will point you down to my work surface so you can see everything that's happening and understand how to put together your cards. Alrighty, so this, like all of my card kits in the mail, you will receive an envelope like this. It will have information down here as to which card kit you are getting. So this is card kit for 21 and the month of May. So if you have purchased card kits for me in the past and you have forgotten which month the card kit was for, you can easily reference that information down here and it will refer back to the video that I did to show you how to put together the cards. Okay, so the first card I'm going to show you is this one here. So this is the sample card, and let me show you the supplies that you got in your kit if you purchased it. All right, so I have already cut and scored all of the pieces for you. So you should receive a base that looks like this. And then you have 2 Designer Series pieces of paper that will go into these triangles here. You will have a front piece that goes on right here. And then you have 2 pieces of, I believe this is Mellow Moss and the white cardstock that will go on the inside here and on the inside here. And then you will have the label that goes on the outside. All right, so let me just walk through how to put that together. Just go ahead and adhere all my pieces. So you can use either tape or adhesive to attach these pieces to your card base. Just going to attach this into this triangle here. And it's a pretty small margin around, so don't be surprised if it's pretty close to the edge. And I'm going to actually switch to adhesive because I think it'll be easier to adhere this with these corners than the tape is. Let's put this on the other side, like so. All right, so this one here is going to go on the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and attach the green piece to my base. Like so. And then we have the saying that's on the inside. So I want to go ahead and stamp that before I attach it. And the saying is from the Welcoming Window stamp set. This is a new stamp set. Actually, it was carried in the mini catalog, but it is in the current catalog now. And the stamp set I'm using is this Sending Sunshine for a Beautiful Birthday. I think that's just a lovely little sentiment. Make sure I'm stamping this the right side up. There we go. All right, so now that it's stamped correctly, I can go ahead and adhere that. If I did make a mistake, I could just turn that over and use the other side. It's going to go right on top of the green. All right, and then I will do the same thing on the other side. Attach my green piece to my base. go. And then the other white piece. All right, so the inside is all done. Now all I have to do is the outside. We're going to attach our designer series paper. And then I already have a die cut out that is included in the packages. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp my greeting. This one says, "You're absolutely amazing." And this is going to be raised up on dimensionals. And then I have a little bow here. So let me go get my glue dots and dimensionals. Alrighty, so I had just cleaned up my stamp studio to have a workshop, so I put everything away that I normally have out on my table. So now I have to go and find everything again. Alright, so we're just going to take off these protective layers of the dimensionals. Center that on our card. Take the mini glue dots and just expose the one little dot that you need, and take your bow and grab that glue dot, lift it up, and attach it to the card like so. And there is the completed card. I just love this fold. I think it's a great fold. And it's not that hard to accomplish either. So anyway, that's the first card. And let's see. Here is the second card. This has a flap here, and then it opens and another flap here. So it's multi-flap card. And this actually goes on the outside like that. So here are the supplies that come in the envelope. So this is the front piece. This is the inside piece. This is the other inside piece. This will go on the inside as a greeting. And then this will be attached like so. Okay, so I'm going to start by putting this away, and then I will attach the front designer series paper. So this designer series paper is a little bit different than the one that I included in some of the kits. The ones that I had included in the kits is actually just like the sample one, but I ran out of that paper, so mine is just a little bit different. I'm just going to take this other paper out so I can see where the edge is. Okay. And then this piece is going to go on the inside. So if this is the first time that you're watching my video, I'd like to encourage you to go over to my Facebook page. You can see me on www.facebook.com/Melinda's Rubber Room. And that is where I show all of my latest techniques and projects. You can hear about my upcoming free Zoom classes there. And if you're new to stamping, I would encourage you to join those Zoom sessions. It's a great time to ask any questions you might have. There's a lot of people on there that have been stamping for quite a while, so if I don't know the answer, most likely they will. But it's a great time to share some different techniques and what you're doing in your own stamp studios or on your kitchen table or wherever you might stamp. So yeah, I would love to have you join us. Okay, so I am going to stamp these stamps now, and those are from the Enjoy the Moment stamp set. This is also a set that has been carried over from the mini catalog. It's something that we don't normally carry, so I really kind of like it. It's a little something different. So I'm going to be using this stamp set here, and then these two little guys on the inside, and the Enjoy the Moment, and also the Friendship is found in simple things, and the Happy Birthday. So everything that is on this card is from this one stamp set. Okay, so I'm going to use the Gray Granite stamp set, or stamp pad. I'm just going to stamp two of these, one in opposite corners. That looks a lot darker than the one I did before. I must have re-inked the pad. All right, so we're looking for Enjoy the Moment. I'm gonna go right on top. That will go on the top of this little card, and you want it so that the opening is on the right hand side. Just going to adhere that. Just like so. And then on the inside, have these little guys, these little pods. And it really doesn't matter which direction or way that you stamp them. I'm just going to stamp them kind of going in one direction and alternate them. And then the Friendship is found in simple things. I'm going to go right up here. And then that's going to be attached to the inside of this card. And again, making sure that the score line is on the right hand side, which is different than you would normally expect. And then this just goes right on the inside. Like so. And then we're going to attach this to this little inside fold. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're not putting glue on this whole section. You only want it on the section that's going to be right on top of this little fold. So that's maybe, I'd say about half of the area that's on the back of this little card. I'm just making a little rectangle with the glue, and then try to center that. And then I want to make sure that this is going to close properly. All right, so that is it for that part. And then all we have left is the inside of the card. So I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday. And then I'm going to use the large pod stem that we have. like so. And then we'll just glue that onto the inside. Alrighty, so now the inside flap will close. You fold down the left-hand side and then fold over the little flap. All right, so that is the second card. And here's the third card. Has a little kite action going on the front. And then you actually can open it up like so. Okay. Right, so here are my supplies for that one. Trying to move all my ink stamps to the side so I don't make any messes with them. Okay, so here's the card base. Just a standard card base that opens at the top. Have your designer series paper for the front. I'll just go ahead and attach that now. All right, and then we have our little kite. So what I did was I cut off the little kite pieces, but I attached them with a piece of washi tape on the back, just so that you could see how those kite pieces fit together onto the actual kite. So I'm going to take one piece at a time. And I would suggest using glue on this one just so that you have a little bit more wiggle room on moving these pieces around. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's see how these are going to fit. That looks like it'll work fine. Whoops. I dropped it. Hopefully that goes the right way. There we go. Take all that time to match them all up and then you drop them. It's not good. See if we can get this one to work. Looks like that way. So looks like it needs to be moved over a smidge. All right, that works. All right, then we have a little tag here. I'm just going to stamp happy birthday on that. I need to clean this one and find a happy birthday that will work. Actually, this happy birthday will work. I just need a stamp pad. Okay, so I'm using Melon Mambo on here. It's nice bright pink. And I'm just going to glue that directly onto the paper. This card already has a lot of layers, so I don't want to add glue dots to it. I mean, dimensionals, because it already has quite a bit of layers on it, and I don't want that to be a problem with mailing it. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this to the front of the card. And I'm going to put a little bit on an angle. Like so. I'm going to use the same stamp that I used before. It says you're absolutely amazing. Stamp that on the same type of die that I used before. That is going to go on the inside of my kite. Like so. And then I don't have anything stamped on the inside yet, so I will have to do that at a later date. Or just leave it blank and write a happy birthday message when I'm ready to use the card. Alrighty, so there is the third card from the card kit. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and I hope that you learned something new. That is always my goal for doing my classes and my tutorials, is so that you'll leave the time that we've spent together having learned something new and enjoyed a few minutes learning some crafts. So thanks again for joining me. Make sure you check out my Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Melinda's Rubber Room. You can also shop directly from my online store at www.melindapierce.stampin'up.net. Make sure you check it out tomorrow morning. We're going to be posting some great specials on some items in the mini catalog. That's the catalog that ends at the end of June. And there are some items that are actually 50% off, which is pretty unheard of. So make sure you check those items out. There's some great items that are going to be discounted pretty heavily. So check it out, and thanks again for joining me. Hope you have a great night, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.